If you're interested in entrepreneurship, try to spend some time around some entrepreneurs. If you know any, if you have any in your family. If you don't have any in your family, there are lots of social media influencers who...
This is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street Today, your media hub for all things Black entrepreneurship, politics, news, and events in Hampton Roads and beyond.
When I say black, y'all say Wall Street. Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street. When I say black, y'all say Wall Street. Black.
Welcome to this 85th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. This show is sponsored by the COO team, helping your organization pivot, as well as Milestone Mental Health Agency for all your emotional telehealth needs, and Apex Financial Group of Virginia. We will hear from them during our Money Talk segment. Today's show is focused on growing your business during a pandemic. No doubt we are experiencing significantly unprecedented times with the COVID-19 virus, as well as the highlight in terms of racism, police brutality, and on. However, it's certainly true that we still need to focus on our businesses and their growth. And here to help us have that conversation first is Ms. Chioma Adaku Griffin. She is an author as well as a serial entrepreneur. She is the founder and business broker for the Minority Business Barter Exchange. She's the organizer for Traffic Stop, which is a human trafficking organization where she raises awareness about human trafficking. She's also the CEO of Kids Engineering, a STEM educational business. Chioma resides in the Hampton Roads area with her family, as well as 2 cane Corsos. Hopefully we'll hear more about it. Well, Chioma, how are you?
I am great, thank you.
Awesome. If you could speak up just a little bit. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you. Let's start by talking about the Minority Business Barter Exchange. I think the timing is perfect for such an organization. Can you talk to us about what the business is and how it works?
Yeah, so the Minority Business Barter Exchange is a network of minority businesses, and we use the process of exchanging with trade currency instead of cash. So if you have a product or service with your business that you want to, expand your marketing and branding base, you can participate with the exchange by exchanging services. So, for example, if you have a dental office and we have someone that builds websites, so you would take the same value of maybe like a dental appointment where they're going to clean teeth. Maybe that's like $75, or dental work of like $500. I'll say $500, and they build a website for $500. So you exchange those services with no cash money, but with trade currency.
I love it. It sounds like getting back to perhaps the way things were before we got into the system that we currently use, right? How has it been going in terms of getting the exchange off the ground? Are people responsive to it as of yet?
Yeah, right now we have about, I would say, 15 members, the last count. We've been doing it for about a month, so there's about 15 members that's involved that offer services from assisted living, home health, grant writing, nonprofit management, marketing, websites. The STEM program is in there. So we have a lot of different businesses that have kind of kicked us off. It's still kind of taking people a little bit more to understand the concept. They know and understand bartering, but to see how it could be beneficial for their companies. Some people still, trying to figure that out. And I always tell them that with, since we're still in this pandemic, it's really good for your businesses because you can get some of the services that you need with no cost, just being able to barter with a product or service of same value.
Yeah, awesome. Now, are you connected to a national entity as well, or is this something that's exclusive to Hampton Roads?
No, so there are several exchanges that, that are around. Matter of fact, there's a barter authority that's in Richmond. So there's different exchanges that's around in the area. What we do, the platform that our customers use that have access to other exchanges. So once you purchase like a certain platform for your software usage for people to be able to exchange products and services, the actual vendors sometimes have different other exchanges that's involved on a local, national, regional, and sometimes international level.
Okay. So you're plugged in with some of those avenues as well, it sounds like. Yes.
So we have local, regional, national. I haven't gotten it. The platform that I'm using is not, they don't offer the international, but we do have local and national. But I try, since we just started, I'm trying to keep it exclusive to Hampton Roads in terms of growth, because once we get additional members that may offer services that people want to walk into, like the dental and, doctor's office, restaurants, you want your members to be able to do that. And so I'm starting out, exclusively in Hampton Roads, unless it's a service that's provided online, like a coaching or some type of marketing or website design, things like that they can do, via website or not physically. I'm preferring that, we kind of stay in the Hampton Roads area for right now.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate the offering. Again, I think it's very, very timely. So walk me through. I go onto your website, I sign up as a member, and then am I able to access an online platform where I can set the value of my services and see the other services that are being offered?
Yes, ma'am. So what will happen is you go online and you sign up. We have informational meetings once a month, the first Monday of each month from like 12 to 1, where you would, be able to see some of the vendors that's participating. But definitely you sign up, and then you will be assigned a login information to get to the platform, which will allow you to advertise your product or service in what we call a marketplace. So in that marketplace, others that are on the local, regional, and national level can also see you from the different exchanges. It's kind of like an advertising outlet where other people can see you, and then they will request your services, and then you would be able to offer the services like that. But you would have to get that login information to get on the platform so you can actually start trading your services.
Got it. And what is the website?
So our website is https://minority-barter-exchange.now.site.
Minority-barter-exchange.now.site. SITE?
Mm-hmm. And on that site, you can see some of our participating members.
Okay.
The services. Well, you can see the services. You don't actually see the companies. You see the services.
Got it. Just want to make sure I reiterate that. Minority Barter Exchange.now.site. And I know that you've probably got something underway for those that are joining now, as you're still sort of in a grand opening process. I am super excited about it. I think, again, any ability to both promote our services and learn about new services is certainly what is needed in today's climate. Can I ask you, Chioma, what was the motivation for getting this underway?
So my motivation was I currently do a lot of bartering on an individual level. And I started to actually join the Barter Authority that's up in Richmond, and they also have a representative in Virginia Beach. And I've worked with her for years when I actually worked as a business broker to buy and sell businesses and to help people buy and sell their business. So that's where I met her and learned about the whole exchange process. Mm-hmm. And I started to join, but I'm like, I'm already bartering with a lot of people. So I can basically just, try to start this concept myself because I'm already bartering with people. And so that's what kicked it off, just the need to be able to, offer the services and then, kind of rebranded myself in the climate that I'm in, because most of my services that I had provided before were physical, people-to-people services, and you would actually have to go out and see people, meet people, and that kind of stuff. And when all this stuff hit with COVID-19, I had to rethink my plan, and so that allowed me to, just pursue what I was already doing, except I was doing it on an individual level instead of a group.
Yeah. If you just tuned in, this is Blair Durham with Black Wall Street. We are interviewing Adaku Griffin. She has recently founded a minority business barter exchange for the Hampton Roads region. We're talking about how the program works. So I want to apologize for those that may have been listening to our first segment featuring Chioma Adaku Griffin of the Minority Business Barter Exchange. Just want to provide her email address, rather her website, for those that may be interested in participating. This is a great way to market your business, gain some exposure, as well as learn about other Black-owned businesses in our region. So the website is https://minoritybarterexchange.now.site, SITE. Again, it's minoritybarterexchange.now.site. It's time now for hashtag Money Talk, featuring Apex Financial Group of Virginia, Anthony Epps, and Michael Gray. Gentlemen, how are you?
Doing well.
Fantastic. It's always great to hear your voices, and again, very excited about the timely information that you all have been providing to help us navigate the times in which we are living. So let's get started. I know we want to address Social Security. I know we want to address debt resolution. Where do we want to begin?
Okay, we're going to start with Social Security. I'm going to talk briefly about some concerns that could be a benefit to most of our listeners today. And I'm going to start with Social Security. And matter of fact, a lot of times individuals don't really get a real thorough, what I call review of Social Security benefits. Some of the concerns that's facing many people today, I hear it all the time, is should I take my Social Security early op at 62? Should I wait to 66? Or should I wait at age 70? Well, that depends. That depends on a lot of different situations. So here at Apex, what we do, we can sit down with you. We can give you advice on which option would be best for you. A lot of times, Social Security is just like retirement planning. You have to plan. You have to look at the best option for you. And so in many cases, sometimes it could be best to take it at 62. Sometimes it would be best to take it at 66. But again, that depends on the situation. Every situation is different. So with that said, I'm going to talk about a couple of benefits, okay? One benefit that most individuals can take advantage of today, that's receiving their Social Security benefits currently right now. I'm going to talk about retirement benefits for a divorced spouse.
Okay.
Social Security benefits for a divorced spouse, okay? So now, if you're divorced, it's possible that you could receive a Social Security retirement benefit based on your former spouse work record, as long as certain rules are met. I'm going to give you several rules that you have to meet in order to qualify for this.
Okay.
Number one, you must have been married for at least 10 years before you divorce.
Okay.
That's rule number one, and that's the main rule. If you've been married 10 years before you divorce, you can actually qualify for spousal benefits based upon your former spouse work record and their benefits. Number two, you must be age 62 or older. Number three, you must be currently unmarried. If you did remarry, but subsequently were widowed or again divorced, you are still eligible to collect on the former spouse record. Number four, the benefit you're entitled to receive, it must be based on 50% of the former spouse benefit. For example, if a former spouse is taking in a benefit of $2,200 a month, and you have a benefit amount of $500 a month, we can raise you up to $1,100 because you get 50%. You can get up to 50% of the former spouse benefit or work record amount, okay? So that'd be like an automatic increase for you. So you get 50%. Now, also, too, if you're married at least 10 years, you're married 10 years and you're divorced, and if your divorce is 2 years or older, at least 2 years, we can still get you qualified for the spousal benefit for the Social Security. And that's a big benefit because a lot of times that's an automatic increase for you. In many cases, I've seen people get a $500 increase, some get a $400 increase. That's based upon the former spouse work record. So I would encourage you, again, to take a look at that. We here at Apex will be more than happy to give you what we call a Social Security review. We can look at that for you. And if those rules apply to you, give us a call today here at 640-0207. Again, the number here is 640-0207, and you can call in for a free consultation in regards to a Social Security checkup on spousal benefits for a divorced spouse. Number two, we're going to talk here today briefly on debt relief.
Okay.
And debt relief. We have a program here that could be a blessing to many that help them to get out of debt. We have a program that could help you to get out of debt 9 years or less without paying any additional money out your current budget. This debt relief program is designed to help you pay off mortgages. It can help you pay off credit cards, student loans, personal loans, any type of debt that you may have. We have a program, a strategy that can retire that debt in less than 9 years without any additional money coming out your current budget. So if you want to get out of that, you can take that money that you're currently paying, to creditors and use that money to pay yourself. We call it creating your own bank. We talk about how you can start paying yourself as opposed to paying lenders. And this is a great way to create wealth for yourself because you'll be paying yourself versus paying somebody else. The sad thing about interest is that we pay more interest and more money out to lenders and creditors than we pay ourselves. And that's the reason why so many people, when they retire, they don't have adequate retirement benefits because we pay out so much interest to other institutions that we don't gain interest. So with this program here, the main purpose here is to show you how to start paying yourself, how to get rid of debt, how to get rid of bills in a very short period of time, and that way you can take that money, reinvest it, and pay yourself. So again, if you're interested, okay, in looking at the debt relief program, and we have a very nice program here that can help you to get out of debt in less than 9 years, give us a call today, again, at 757-640-0207. 757-640-0207 for a free consultation, for a free review on how to retire debt. And the good thing about debt is you can get out of it and you can start paying yourself. Number three, I want to briefly talk about the CARES Act. There's a lot of individuals out in society now due to the pandemic, due to the hardship that the coronavirus has placed upon economy. We have a program here under the CARES Act that can help individuals facing hardship, which means that if you have a TSP, IRA, or 401k, we have with the new CARES Act, you can actually go to your retirement plans, and you can borrow or withdraw up to $100,000 without any penalties. And it don't really matter about age. You don't have the 59.5 age limit anymore. There won't be guys. So you can come now and withdraw money from your qualified accounts, IRA, or 401k, TSP. You can withdraw up to $100,000, and you don't have to, wait till age 59.5 to have a penalty. And also, too, the tax situation with that is going to be actually delayed down the road. So again, this is an automatic relief plan that we have a lot of our clients with because so many people now face a hardship and they want or they need cash and they need money. And this is an excellent way to actually withdraw money up to $100,000 without penalties. So again, if you're interested in looking at the CARES Act, if you have a hardship, financial hardship, if you have retirement plans in place, pensions like IRA, 401k, TSP, anything that's basic, a retirement plan that's qualified, we can help you through the CARES Act, through the hardship, and we can show you how to withdraw money. And also, too, if you're tied to the market and your account values are losing money, if it's tied to Wall Street indexes and you're losing value due to the downturn in the economy, we can show you ways how to transfer that money out of harm's way and put it into a safe place. That way you won't have to worry about losing your principal. So again, if you're interested in that, please give us a call here at 757-640-0207. Again, the number is 757-640-0207. So I'll encourage you to look at the Social Security review. I'll encourage you to look at the CARES Act. And definitely I'll encourage you to look at the debt relief. And finally, what we're going to look at here, a lot of times when it comes to insurance, life insurance, a lot of individuals are not made aware. And a lot of times when it comes to insurance planning, sometimes we buy policies, and we have these policies for years. We buy policies, be 10 years old, 15 years old, and too many times we don't go back and have a good review of that policy because things are constantly changing. For example, many people sometimes fail to change their beneficiaries in their life insurance policies. You have a lot of life insurance policies out there that don't have what we call living benefits. You have the old benefits, which don't give you the new benefits. You got the old benefits. And we have plans now that provide new benefits, such as chronic illness, long-term care, celebrated death benefit. These are living benefits, which will pay you while you're alive. So we encourage you to look at the new plan versus the old plan. There's a lot of individuals that may have the old plan that don't provide these benefits. So on that hand, we will be more than happy with you to sit down and do a comprehensive review of all your life insurance policies to make sure that you have an updated policy and you have the new benefits. So if you're interested in that, the old versus the new, give us a call here again at 640-0207. Again, the number here is 757-640-0207 for a free consultation. And this consultation is for 1 hour. We won't try to do anything but give recommendations on how we can be a benefit to you. And so if you're interested in that consultation, we're providing that for you today. So don't delay. If you're interested, just call us today at 640-0207. And so these are some of the topics here, some of the benefits right off the bat that you can pick up just by sitting down with us and going through these different phases of financial planning. And last but not least, we talk about this quite a bit, but a lot of times individuals, when it comes to estate planning, the purpose of estate planning is to preserve your estate. You want to keep your estate. And if you're not properly set up with the proper tools, then your estate can vanish. And so what we recommend here is making sure you have the right legal tools. For example, like a living trust. A lot of times folks have wills in place, and sometimes they don't understand that a will is not sufficient enough to keep out of probate. So these are some of the things that we provide for our clients. And if you'd like to sit down and talk with us in reference to any of these things that I've talked about today, feel free to give us a call at 757-640-0207, and we'll be more than happy to provide that service for you. So Social Security, I would recommend getting a checkup on that. Debt relief, get out of debt. CARES Act, if there's a financial hardship, you can actually come and withdraw money without penalties. Number 4, if you got old policies that don't bring living benefits, you should talk to us. And number 5, estate planning. If there's a need to have a proper tool in place to preserve your estate, then you should do that. So again, these are services that we're providing, so please call us today. Again, the number here is 757-640-0207. And Ms. Blair, do you have any questions for me in reference to things that I talked about?
That was fantastic. I do want to ask one question. We've got just a minute remaining. What, if any, what changes there been in terms of additional stimulus monies? Do we know if those have been approved? Right, about 30 seconds. Just curious. They're looking at another stimulus package. $1,200. They have not been approved yet, but it should be approved in a matter of weeks. So that means that there's another $1,200 coming out
to help individuals through the stimulus package. So that should be taking place in just a matter of weeks. Once it gets through the House and the Senate, it should be approved, and the second stimulus package coming out for individuals in reference to that.
Perfect. This has been phenomenal. Thanks so much for covering such a wide range of financial topics. Apex Financial Group, again, it's area code 757-640-0207, offering a free 1-hour consultation. I don't know where you're going to get that. But again, 757-640-0207. This edition of Money Talk has been sponsored by Apex Financial Group of Virginia. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. We'll be back in just a moment.
The biggest financial asset that you have going for you by miles is the value of your own earning power over the years.
If you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. More important business insights are on the way. Stay locked in. Black Wall Street Today will be right back after these messages.
When the conversation is good and the friends are even better, you'll find a wine that brings it all together. Shoe Crazy Wine. Remember that name. Shoe Crazy Wine. Available at Costco, Kroger, and these other fine retailers.
We know you love jazz music, so let's try some jazz music with a little R&B flavor. Baby, baby, I'm falling in love. You got me falling in love. You made me. What about some jazz music with a little trap flavor? Jazz and Caribbean. Hey, we mix it up. So, online, look for Grandpa Crunk and enjoy the great jazz music. Grandpa Crunk. Jazz music.
Peace. I'm your brother Crunk. I have a new podcast called Snatched.
Sorry.
You're about to get snatched.
It's the best of my YouTube channel, From TV.
You're listening to the Snatched podcast.
In audio mastered format.
Snatch and run!
On Blueberry, Android, the Edgy Podcast, Stitcher, Digital Podcast, and Speaker.
Ever experienced what snatching is like?
Hey, this is Seiko, DJ Seiko Varner, the producer of this podcast. So when I'm not producing podcasts, I'm actually DJing wedding receptions, corporate events, proms, other formals, and I would love to take care of your special event. So our company is Positive Vibes Incorporated, www.positivevibes.net. That's www.positivevibes.net. We've been performing for over 25 years, and we would love to bring our expertise and our fun to your special event. Positive Vibes Incorporated, www.positivevibes.net. Peace and prosperity.
And now, more Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham on Smooth 88.1 WHOV.
Welcome back. It's the 85th edition of Black Wall Street Today with Blair Durham. Super excited today for a focus on growing your business during a pandemic. We're going to be chatting now with Arleigh Hatcher. Although she's no stranger to the show, I am going to share her full bio just because I'm a huge fan of her work. Her Career Training Center was established by CEO Arleigh Hatcher, BSN RN, in 2010. Years of working as a traveling registered nurse revealed the increasing need for our community to be trained in the life-saving skill of CPR to increase survival rates of out-of-hospital cardiac arrests. As a new mother wanting to create additional income for her family, CPR seemed to be a great way to positively impact the community while achieving her lifelong dream of becoming a business owner. After 2 years of working full-time while teaching CPR on her days off, the decision was made to add career training courses. The first courses were nurse aide, pharmacy technician, and medication aid training, and this began the journey of full-time entrepreneurship without the support of her nursing salary. Over the years, additional courses were added, which include phlebotomy, EKG technician, medical assistant, advanced cardiac life support, pediatric advanced life support, and CPR instructor courses. Our many scholarship resources include the Peninsula Work Link, social services, the Bargain Box, Envoy Healthcare, Centera, the Job Assistance Center, and a host of other long-term care facilities. Our Heart to Heart Career Training Center is a training site for the American Heart Association with a team of 58 CPR instructors and providing the CPR cards for an entire hospital in over 20 school systems in Virginia. Her instructor courses encourage entrepreneurship among their graduates, as they do provide the CPR cards for all of the courses that they teach. At Heart to Heart Career Training Center, they are committed to the growth and success of graduates in the medical professional field. They believe in the transformative power of education and leadership that helps get one closer to their professional goals. Welcome, Arleigh. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you having me again.
There was more I could have shared, but I was like, no, I'm ready now. Probably 6 months or so since we've had you on the show.
Yeah.
Am I right? I know you've been doing your thing since then, so I would that you would just kind of share with us where you are now and how are you empowering those that are looking to start businesses during these times.
Okay, so where am I now? So since the pandemic started, my school has had to transition to mainly online. So we do hybrid courses and in-person. We do hybrid courses, and the students only have to come in for skills, so we no longer do lecture. We also have completely online courses where they don't have to come in at all. And what we're doing to help empower people who want to start their own business is we are adding more CPR instructor courses. We just offered one last Friday. The next one we have is actually July 15th, and it is a great pivot for nurse entrepreneurs, for really anyone. You don't have to be a nurse to be a CPR instructor. My younger brother, he's actually a CPR instructor, and he started when he was 17 years old. So the qualifications to become a CPR instructor are you have to be 16 and you have to have the CPR provider card. And that's it.
So, man, you said a mouthful there. So I can, at any age, learn CPR. And I can be a CPR instructor at the age of 16, right?
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And I don't have to be a nurse to do either of those things.
Right. You don't have to be a nurse. You don't have to be medical at all. You just have to have the provider card for the course that you're trying to teach, and then you will come to our 8-hour course, and then I will monitor you teaching a full class, and then you will be able to teach your own courses.
Fantastic. I wonder, do you have a goal right now for the number of new CPR instructors that your company wants to bring about in the next, I don't know, 6 months, 1 year?
Well, right now, that bio was from a few months ago, so we're probably up to about 65 instructors or so.
Wow.
And the goal is to actually train 3,000 students per year, which comes out to 250 a month. So I would like to add on at least 10 more instructors through the year, although I'm sure it will be many, many more than that. But if we had 10 more, then that would put us right there.
10 more instructors this year. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So do you have a course coming up?
I do. The next one is July 15th. It meets from 10 to 6. It's at our Williamsburg office. I'm actually opening a new office in Cleveland, Ohio, and I'll be offering instructor courses there as well. Did I tell you that, Blair?
So July 15th, 10 to 6 in Williamsburg. It's a one-day.
Mm-hmm. It's a one-day course, and then they have to come back again and teach a full course. And a full course only takes 4 hours. So it'll probably be a Saturday from 9 to 1.
Okay. What are the prerequisites for taking a one-day course? Are there any? Or did we already talk about it?
It's only the 2. You just have to have your provider card, be at least 16. And then we'll send you all the paperwork required that you have to turn in. You'll send that all in electronically. That's another change that we've made since the pandemic, is that you no longer have to come into the office to register for any class. You can do it online using DocuSign and through email. So that's helped a lot of people who had any number of issues that have arisen since the pandemic started.
Sure. Man, it's going over my head a little, so I could imagine that it may be going over the head of someone else that's listening. I can learn CPR, let's say this week, next week, and then I can obtain the card and come to your course on July 15th and learn to teach CPR.
Yeah. That's exactly what you can do.
Wow.
That's exactly what you can do. CPR training is really, it's very video-based. So it's really, it's not easy, but it's not hard for a person to be a CPR instructor because you have so much support from the videos from the American Heart Association and the textbooks and things like that. So you're more of a guide for your students than you're standing up there, speaking for 2 hours in front of them. It's not that at all.
Wow. I know I shared your bio, but this is actually how you started your business, right? On a part-time basis, you were teaching CPR classes, right?
Yes, I was working in the hospital, and I had just had my daughter, and I had to come back to work after 6 weeks, and I was so sad about that. And I was just thinking, there has to be a way that I can support my family, be there for them, still impact the community positively, and use my nursing degree. And when I saw that my hospital was offering a CPR instructor class, I thought, oh, that's it. And couple that with, I was working in the ER, and just recently a baby had came in. She had to be 1 or 2, and she had drowned. And nobody had done CPR on her because they didn't know what to do. They were scared that they would hurt her or for whatever reason. So nothing happened until EMS showed up. And I was like, man, that is a great problem to solve for people, to train the community in CPR. It only takes a few hours to learn. It's a skill that you want to have in the moment. It's not a skill that you want to say, oh, man, I wish I would have learned, or next time I'm going to know. You need to know when you need to know. So that's how I got started with CPR training. We were heart-to-heart CPR, and then we transitioned to heart-to-heart career training center a few years later.
Wow. Huge.
Yeah.
Let me ask this, because you brought up something else that's important. So the process of performing CPR on an adult versus performing CPR on a child, I assume, a little different. Are you teaching both on July 15th, or is there a separate course for children?
That's a great question. So when I teach the BLS instructor class, it trains instructors to teach adult BLS, and BLS stands for basic life support. That's the type of CPR class that's more for healthcare providers, but they can teach basic life support. They can teach heart saver CPR, which is for your laymen. They can teach heart saver first aid and bloodborne pathogens, all from that one class.
Got it. I may have missed it. So separate class for instructors teaching CPR for children?
No, same. It's all the same. So BLS includes adult, child, and infant CPR, and so does Heart Saver. So you will learn how to teach basically all of the basic CPR courses. If you wanted to teach ACLS, which is Advanced Cardiac Life Support, or PALS, which is Pediatric Advanced Life Support, those are different courses.
Okay.
And those you have to have a medical background, because you have to know how to read cardiac rhythms and know about cardiac drugs. Those are more advanced courses.
Got it. Okay. And so for this particular course, I know I reviewed some potential scholarship money. Could a scholarship apply for this course?
Yes, you can get, the workforce will pay for the CPR instructor course if you qualify financially. Okay. And also social services can pay. They have paid for people in the past if you qualify, if you're already in the VIEW program with them.
Okay.
Or if you receive food stamps, I believe.
Wow. Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm making notes. I'm going to be sharing this information later. Okay.
You're great about notes. You're always on it.
I have to make notes during the show because I learned so much from our guests. So what else would you want to share regarding the upcoming course or anything else?
Well, I did want to share about Peak of Joy 3D, which is our ultrasound studio where we do 3D 4D ultrasounds. We've been closed since March 13th when all this happened. And we really took our time in opening back up. We could have opened back up a few weeks ago, but because our population is so sensitive, we're dealing with pregnant women, we really just didn't want to rush into it until we felt it was a little bit safer. So So we are opening tomorrow for 3D 4D ultrasounds. We are booked all the way until next week. But if you want to book your appointment, you can find out the gender of your baby as long as you're 16 weeks pregnant through an ultrasound. Or if you're only 8 weeks pregnant, we can do a blood test and we can tell you the gender of your baby within 1 to 2 business days. And the accuracy is 99.1%. So come see us.
Wow. Now, I know that, this could be a time where people would come and they would bring their family members. I think you and I chatted about maybe how certain other companies are handling that versus how people are handling that. Would you want to share?
Yeah. So right now we're only allowing 1 guest to come in. Before the pandemic, we were allowing 10. But we just want to make sure that you all are as safe as possible. Although you can only bring 1 person, you can Zoom, you can video chat with people, you can record, you can do whatever you want to do to be able to share with your family. But as far as coming in, you do have to wear a mask, you do have to wash your hands as soon as you come in and right when you leave, and you can only, again, bring that 1 person.
I love it. Could you give us a website for Peak of Joy as well?
Yes, so it's peakofjoy3d.com, and Peak is spelled PEEKOFJOY 3D.com. You can book your appointments right there online, or you can give us a call. But if you book online, you can see the full schedule. And we would just love to have you come see your baby on our 100-inch screen, record a heartbeat there, and that's where we record your baby's heartbeat inside of a teddy bear for you to take home and keep for forever. Yeah. Come see us. It's a fun time.
Sweet. And how can I sign up for the BLS instructor course?
So for that course, you can go to our website, hearttoheartctc.com, and you can sign up right there. You can do it completely online. Once you do your online sign up, you'll get an email with the paperwork that's required. You'll send that back via email, and then you will be put into the class.
Awesome. We've got about 4 minutes remaining. I know that you have sensed the need to do something for young people during these times. Is that you want to share on the air? You don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, so maybe you don't want to share that, but maybe you'd like to share. Wait, I can't see it.
In its infancy. It's in its infancy. So,
how about just a word of advice to a young person listening that may be interested in entrepreneurship?
If you're interested in entrepreneurship, try to spend some time around some entrepreneurs. If you know any, if you have any in your family. If you don't have any in your family, there are lots of social media influencers who you can be inspired by their stories. Be sure that any content that you're consuming online is in alignment with what you're trying to do with your life. So if you're interested in entrepreneurship, be sure to be following people who are on that path. And who knows, maybe I will come up with something so that I can help you in person. Actually, I am, but it's just not planned out yet. I'll talk about that the next time, Blair.
I think that's spot on, though. The idea of creating content that's actually in alignment with what we're trying to do, you know?
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of content out there to consume, but be a limited time, right? And so we should really focus our energy on where we're looking to go. I think that's huge. What else?
What else? Well, I'm really excited about this Cleveland office opening up. This will be my first time venturing out of state, opening a business. But I'm sure that it's going to go really, really well. I'm scheduled to go back out there in a few weeks and get my space secured and meet with some change makers up there. And we're going to get started. We have a lot of medical facilities out there.
Is it safe to say to those that may be listening from other areas that Heart to Heart is franchise ready?
You know, that's something that I have been considering. I've been considering what kind of model I want to be able to provide for people. So I'm considering it.
Okay.
It's on the table for sure. Also, I'm graduating from the Scaling for Growth class. Thank you so much for telling me about it. My graduation is June 25th.
Congrats. Maybe you could share what that course is and what it has meant for you.
Oh, my goodness. So Scaling for Growth is put on by a company called Entourage, and it's actually a 6-month MBA program. And the city of Hampton sponsors 16 entrepreneurs to take the course. It's a 6-month course. We meet every other Tuesday, and the goal is to create a 3-year growth plan for our business. And during the class, we get intensive education on finances, on sales, on leadership, on growing our business. It really just changes your mindset to be a true CEO. A lot of times we're trying to figure it out as we go, because when you meet a lot of entrepreneurs, you realize that a lot of them are not really business people. They're people who work in the field and decided to go ahead and start their own business. So there's a big knowledge gap a lot of times when we're running our business. So it really just filled in the gap, connecting me to so many amazing, genius, innovative entrepreneurs. I mean, the class is life-changing, and I would not have known about it if I did not go to the Black Brand event and you guys did not share it. So thank you for that experience.
Scaling for Growth. Look it up. Mm-hmm. Wow. This is always the fastest hour of my week. Hey, in closing, thank you so much for tuning in to Black Wall Street Today, sponsored by Milestone Mental Health Agency, by Apex Financial Group of Virginia, and the COO team. A very special thank you to our guest, Ms. Arleigh Hatcher, for sure, as well as Chioma Adaku Griffin. Please visit their website. So the Minority Business Barter Exchange .now.site, as well as Heart to Heart Career Training Center's website at hearttoheartctc.com, and Peak of Joy 3D, so peakofjoy3d.com. This has been phenomenal. Again, we are building minds, we're building connections, and we're forging the path ahead toward business success in the Black community. We look forward to talking next week. Take care.
And you might surprise yourself by what you can accomplish.
Phenomenal.
Stay with us online at Black Wall Street Today on Facebook and Black Wall Street Today on Instagram, and then follow us on Twitter as well at BWST Today. We look forward to talking again next week. Have a wonderful week. I have said, and I will continue to say, that the most important priority for the Black community is the Black community, not a particular political party.
Phenomenal.
Hey, yo, when I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black Wall Street. When I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black. When I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black. When I say Black, you say Wall Street. Black. Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street.